What's up everybody? It's been a while since we've done an episode on the channel. It's also been an extremely long time since we've had stock availability of graphics cards and at a price where you don't have to take a small home loan to purchase one. With that said, in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at the Asus Strix 6700XT OC version. Let's get into it. So taking a look at the new 6700 XT graphics card, the first thing you're going to notice is the new and improved cooler design from Asus on their Strix models. These have been introduced with the 6000 series cards from AMD as well as the 3000 series cards from Nvidia. It was about time that these coolers got a redesign, as they've been using the older design for the longest time, and there's already, compared to the Strix 5700 XT, there's an average improvement of 10 to 20 degrees Celsius on the GPU temperature as well as the junction temperature, which is an added performance and benefit. This is one beefy cooler, however. It has a 2.9 slot design and it's also much longer than the previous card, with a reinforced shroud built into the cooler as well as a vented backplate at the top for extra cooling of the VRMs. Due to its significant size, you should take note that in some chassis this card may not fit adequately. So if you're thinking of purchasing one of the new Strix cards, you should look at your chassis and see if the card would actually fit with adequate space around the card for efficient cooling. This is an OC version, and with being an OC version, we've got improved performance of overclocks of standard overclocks of 2622 megahertz. This is a 6700 XT with 2560 stream processors as well as 12 gigabytes of GDDR6 VRAM. The fans on this card, the center fan has 13 blades while the two outer fans has 11 blades, and the center fan spins in an opposite direction compared to the outer two fans for optimum and efficient cooling. Taking a look at the new design, I simply love it. I love the ROG accents that you get over the entire design of the card, including the backplate and the front of the card. The RGB has also changed from the older Strix versions of the cards, where you had your RGB lighting around the fans, which usually face down in the case so you never saw them. All you would see is a Republic of Gamers logo on the side of the card, and then the ROG I logo on the backplate would have RGB. They've changed all of that, and now you've got this large addressable RGB strip on the side of the card, which faces out in the traditional position of your graphics card, and it simply looks amazing. That the redesign of this card is a certain improvement over the last generation, and it's one that I'm extremely pleased and happy about, especially since I've owned many Strix cards in the past. Moving on to the benchmark and performance, we did a comparison to our older Strix 5700 XT GPU, as this is an upgrade from that GPU. Our test system is a Cooler Master H500P mesh case with an Asus Strix X570 motherboard, running an Asus Strix 1000 watt power supply with a AMD 5900X CPU, and all of that is cooled by a Cooler Master Illusion 360mm all-in-one liquid cooler. By the way, if you'd like us to do a review on any of those products, please comment down in the comment section. So for the performance benchmarks, the first one we ran was Time Spy, and getting into the Time Spy results, on the older 5700 XT we had a score of 9536 on the GPU score, and on the 6700 XT we got a score just shy of 14,000 at 13,938, and this was a significant improvement of 46%. The next benchmark that we ran was the GPU benchmark of Blender, and with the older 5700 XT running the BMW render, it did it in 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then the entire run, which is basically Blender and BMW and Classroom, sorry, it did a time of 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Using the 6700 XT BMW, we got a time of 1 minute and 12 seconds, which was improved from the previous 1 minute and 30 seconds, and the entire run improved to 3 minutes and 30 seconds, which was about a 35% improvement. So at the end of the day, should you be buying one of these cards? Firstly, I think it's important to discuss the fact that in today's age, or currently, 1440p 140Hz, 144Hz gaming is where it's at. As it's been shown in previous videos done on YouTube, especially by the one big one that was done by Linus Tech Tips, where they use pro gamers, there's not much of a difference going from 144Hz up to 240Hz. Reason being, most people or the normal eye cannot detect the difference, or you won't visibly see the difference. The second thing, 4K is great, but 4K competitive gaming is something that most people would not be able to afford, as 4K gaming monitors are extremely expensive and you would require a GPU like a RTX 3090 top tier card to run sustained above 100 frames per second. So 1440p 144Hz is where it's at, and this card is going to do that effortlessly. In PUBG, I'm getting on average between 180 and 200 frames per second. In Call of Duty Vanguard, I'm getting between 160 and 170 frames per second. On a 144Hz monitor, that's more than sufficient, and in most gaming titles, you're going to get above 144 frames per second. The second thing to consider is the price point. So currently, these cards are very close to their MRSP. The MRSP for the Strix 6700 XT cards are between $800 and $900. I picked up this card for about 14,000 Rand on special. So it's something you should be looking out for. And they're currently selling for around 16,000 Rand. The comparison cards to the Strix 6700 XT or the 6700 XT in general is the RTX 3070, but that's no longer available as it's been phased out and replaced by the RTX 3070 Ti. And both these cards were on the same level as the RTX 2080 Ti. So if you have to look at our score that we got on TimeSpy, which was just shy of 14,000 points, and you look at the Guru 3D test chart with all the different cards, you would see that the 6700 XT packs punches with the RTX 3070 Ti, 3070, as well as the RTX 2080 Ti. One thing to remember, or on most reviews, we do not have a 3070 Ti to do testing, but the RTX 3070 Ti does come out on top. When looking at TimeSpy benchmark scores, the best scoring Strix RTX 3070 Ti with the similar system specs that we ran a score of 15,013, which was only a 7.1% improvement. Now, if we have to round off that figure to say there's a 10% improvement on a 3070 Ti, you have to consider the price point. Currently, the 3070 Ti Strix cards sell on average between 5 and 6,000 Rand more. So you're basically getting 500 Rand, you're paying 500 Rand per percentage point improvement. Also, the RTX 3070 only has 8 gigabytes of VRM, whereas the 6700 XT has 12 gigabytes. That may be important for people that do renderings, or like myself that likes using After Effects. The extra VRM or extra VRAM on the graphics card is beneficial towards us. Now, at the end of the day, it just depends. The RTX 3070 Ti is a great card. The 6700 XT is a great card. I think it's going to boil down at the end of the day to what card you find on special and what price you get it at. But looking at the market currently, most of the GPUs are moving down towards their mandatory recommended selling price, especially on the 6700 XT as well as the 3070, RTX 3070 and 3070 Ti, and both these cards are going to give you sustained above 140 frames per second at 1440p. So the question is, should you buy something more on a budget? this is going to be the best bang for buck, because the RTX 3080 cards and 6800 XT cards are still hovering around the mid-20s range, and that's significantly more expensive than these cards coming at a price point above more than 10,000 Rand. So at the end of the day, I'm quite happy with this purchase on the 6700 XT, as it gives me the best performance that I've been looking for 1440p competitive gaming, and it may be something that you may consider in the future. So anyway, thanks for joining us on this episode of Something Amazing. It's been a long time since we've done an episode. If you like the episode, please remember to subscribe, hit that subscribe button down below, and like and share this video. And remember to follow us at all our socials, which will be listed down below. We do regular live streaming again, which we've started again on YouTube as well as Facebook. So if you follow our pages and you subscribe to them, you'll be notified when we do our next gaming live stream. Anyway, in the next episode, we're going to be looking at the Samsung S22 Ultra. And please comment down below if there's anything that you'd like us to review or talk about in the future. Also remember to check out our old video with regards to the AMD driver fix, which has helped a lot of people out there, because there's still issues with thermal throttling and getting the black screen or GPU crashing. And yeah, please stay safe, stay blessed, and we'll catch you in the next one.